We're going to be looking at the Cal Exotics Optimum Series Maximum Results Penis Pump. This is actually a very popular penis pump that has been around for, if I had to take a guess, at least a decade. It is a very high quality pump. It does miss on a few points, which we'll get to, but overall, there's a reason why this is a top selling penis pump around the world. So if we open it up, we'll take a look at the pump itself. It has a very handsome packaging. You can see here it's very large in size. So we're going to go here and we're going to open this up. And we're going to set the packaging aside. The first thing we're going to notice here is it's got a really long hose, which is actually nice because you want to be able to manipulate this if you're pumping on yourself and you need to be able to reach your arm out. It just gives you extra leeway where some of the other pumps on the market are much shorter. This is a long hose, so that's very nice. The cylinder itself is a smoke colored cylinder. It includes both metric and standard dimensions. This pump is it's 9 inches in length, and since it does not have a cone top, it is flat 9, and the diameter is 2¼ inches in diameter here. So you can use this pump up to about an 8-inch penis, maybe 8.5 if you want to pack it. And diameter wise, if you're 2 inches in girth or so, you will fit perfectly fine. This is a great pump because it has the silicone pump sleeve on here. It reduces the size significantly, so if you do have a smaller diameter penis, then you could still fit this in because it's going to create the airtight vacuum based on the cylinder, the sleeve that we're going to elongate here, pull it out so you can kind of see what it looks like. The sleeve is removable. Put this in here. So to remove it for cleaning purposes, simply pull it off. You can see here what the sleeve looks like with yourself erected. To put it on, simply just hold it here and you can slide it back on with very little effort. Okay. This pump is smoke colored, so you're not going to be able to see yourself in it, which kind of takes away from the stimulus, the visual stimuli that some people like to see themselves grow. They want to see their girth or the length. You're not going to be able to see much within this smoke colored cylinder. It also makes it a little bit more difficult to read the gauge on here, so in fact, probably shouldn't even need a gauge because very difficult to see what you're doing with that. That is a downfall. Another downfall is it's missing an air gauge. Air gauges are very important for penis pumps, so not having one puts you at a disadvantage. You should be more well versed in penis pumping to not use a gauge. That way you know what it feels like and you don't over pressurize your cylinder or over pump. You can create problems for yourself that you just want to avoid. A nice feature that they have though on the cylinder is the quick release valve is right here. You'll see this little button next to the hose. This button, simply just press it down and you're going to release all of the air. Moving over to the grip, it's got a handsome chrome grip. It's a familiar grip that Cal Exotic puts on a lot of their pumps. It does sit flush right in the palm of your hands, and it squeezes. Makes a weird noise if you're squeezing without a pump, without anything on it, but you squeeze it. It's very easy to squeeze. Minimal hand strength is needed to be able to squeeze this. This is good for men of all ages. Good quality grip. Somewhere along the lines I heard that this was an award-winning grip. I have never heard of any penis pump grip awards, so I don't know if it truly is an award-winning grip or if that's just some kind of selling feature that they're lying about. I don't know, but I'm just passing on information that I once heard many years ago when I first started doing this. So to use this pump, we're going to get out Mr. Meat Pad again. We're going to just slap this bad boy down here and we are going to hit it hard. So all we're going to do is start squeezing. I don't know if you can, you can see the bulb in here. That's the flesh coming through. So, you can see there is a little bit of visual stimuli, but not a whole lot to be honest. But you can see here the flesh pad's not going anywhere. It suctions well. Very easy, very powerful suction. I'm impressed with the suction power on here. Releasing it does release it just slow. And it has a little bit of a hiccup at the end. Let's try that again. Yeah, so it doesn't fully release, but it gets you enough to where it's definitely safe to pull off without any damage. This thing's all does not disassemble. Yeah, so do not pull the hose. You don't want to damage your pump, void any manufacturer's warranty or anything like that. Cleaning it, I would rub it down with either a sex toy cleaner or antibacterial soap and some warm water. You definitely want to submerge the cylinder up to here, up to the top. Get the inside all nice and clean, get the outside nice and clean. Just keep it sanitary. Hygiene is very, very important when pumping. You don't want to give yourself an infection, a skin rash, or anything of the sort. So always make sure you are being hygienic when pumping. So clean before and after every use. But overall, this is a great quality pump for the money. Again, this is not a very expensive pump. I believe it retails around the $50 mark or so. Don't quote me on that. But it's a great quality pump. You're not getting the best of the best, but you're not paying the best of the best price. So you have to, you have to gauge that. You're always going to get what you pay for. So if your budget allows for a couple $100s, you're going to get a much higher quality pump that's going to last you a lot longer. But if you're like most of us and your budget doesn't allow for that, then a simple pump like this will get the job done very effectively. And it's a good pump. You're going to love it. It's going to last a long time, and it will achieve the results you're looking for. Just be careful, because without the gauge, you're going to be at a disadvantage, and you want to make sure you do not damage your penis.